What is up, Detector Nation? Joey Park, the Park Ninja. We're back again. We're heading over to EMI Park here in Las Vegas. It's about 4,000 degrees out here right now, man. But I had to get out here and do this test for you. It's all right though. I'm rehydrating with my coconut juice, so we should be okay. So I'm gonna meet you guys over there in a little bit. We'll get these detectors out and rolling. We'll see which one of these detectors are the most vulnerable to EMI. All right, guys, so here we are at the Vivaldi Park in Vegas, and I just call it EMI Park of Death because I've come through here many a times trying to detect, and I'm gonna show you exactly why that guy right there is blasting the hell out of this park with EMI. Let me get parked, man, and let's get this test on the road. Here's a good look at the situation right here, right? This is the local park right here that I normally come to, and I really wanted to test my detectors in here and see what I can find. But with this thing built directly in the middle of this park, I think it says something about you need a hazmat suit to be around here. Yeah, so that's it. Right dead smack in the middle of the park. All right, guys, so I got them all set up now. These are the lineup. Garrett Ace Apex, Equinox 600, Vanquish 540, and the Nokta Makro Simplex. We're gonna go ahead and get these guys fired up here, get the settings straight. We're gonna see which ones can do what. All right, so starting off with the Simplex. So that's wide open. So if we cut it down to the sensitivity, I believe you could still run with it a little bit here, yeah. You could run with the Simplex. It's still chattery. You're gonna have to bring your sensitivity down. That's halfway, 3/4 of the way. Anything above 3/4, about 3/4. All right, so let's go ahead and give the Vanquish a shot here. See how we fare here. Now that's with sensitivity wide open. It seems pretty decent, and that's wide open, guys. So it looks like I'm gonna give the Vanquish a pretty good score here, guys. All right, so then let's just go ahead and get the apex out here, and it shows you. Here's the let's power it on. Let's check the interference. Sensitivity, that's sensitivity to max. Sensitivity down to 2 bars down, and it's making a ton of noise. So let's go to frequency channel. Well, that's calmed it down immensely. Fifteen kilohertz. And channel number 5. Wow. Look at how quiet that went down to. Being able to just shift, like I was telling you, being able to just shift your frequency to 15 kilohertz, channel 1. But if you went back to multi-frequency, multi-frequency and channel 8 is too loud. So even multi-frequency has chatter, and I find that if you just take it and cut it down to like 15, maybe even 10, there you go. Quiet as a mouse. So guys, that's where I say this Garrett Apex right here, man, it has its strength, is in the fact that you could just adjust all of this EMI out of that tower right up there. All right, so to be fair with the Equinox, let's go ahead and turn it on. Let's channel filter it, and let's go ahead and sweep through the channels and see if any one of the channels get quieter. I mean, not the channels, but the frequency, okay? So we're going to do the automatic channel, and then we're going to come back and switch through the frequencies and see if the Equinox gets any quieter, okay? Let's go ahead and do that. It doesn't like that EMI, let me tell you. Let's just go ahead and get this done. And then let's bring down the sensitivity. It's still killing it, even with the sensitivity. So let's change the frequency. That's 5 kilohertz. That's 10. That's murder. $15. And multi. Multi is the worst. That's 4, 5, 10, 15. I might be able to hunt in 15. It seems to be the quietest. But forget about multi. There ain't no way you're going to be able to hunt in multi with this. I mean, even if you cut it all the way down to 15, I mean, you're cutting your depth down really bad. I would need to be in at least 19 to 20. And there's no way. Nah. No, sir. I cannot hunt with all that noise. Now, interestingly enough, guys, it's not like it's always 100%, you know, the EMI is so bad that it's just terrible. But what it is, I feel like at moments when that cell tower is under load and there's more cell phone usage, it seems like the field gets stronger and it gets bigger and it spreads out further. Sometimes the field is small and I don't get as much EMI, and then other times it just gets really strong and it's just ridiculous. I can't use a detector. But it's not all the time full power. You just can't hunt every single square inch of the park. All right, guys, so I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Not being out there with a couple of these detectors, I was surprised to see how they would perform in that EMI situation. And most of all, I was very surprised with that Minelab 540, being that it doesn't have any of the filtering capabilities of individual multi-frequency channel selection or frequency selection, and not even having that channel notching ability like the Apex does, for it not even having a ground balance. Okay, that thing is auto ground from the factory. Being that it has none of that, it was pretty damn stable. So whatever shielding it's got in there, it's pretty damn good. At least in that isolated situation, it was good. And remember, like I was telling you, you know, I believe that that cell tower, it ebbs and flows power. During high load times, it gets more powerful, and the field of transmission is stronger and it spreads out further amongst that park. So one minute the detector is doing okay, next minute the detector is acting ridiculous and just can't use it. But we have a ranking system of what I feel from 1 to 4 of the detectors that I have, how I feel that they filter, and I have it set up something like this. For me, I'm very impressed with how that Vanquish 540 did. All right, straight out the box, no ground balance, no ability to shift through the frequencies. Just turn it on and go. Sensitivity was on maximum, and this guy was a beast. Next, I like to give it to the Apex, because if you do find yourself in a situation where you're coming down with a lot of EMI, that has the frequency choice option, and it has the channel selection for different channels within the frequency. So you're safe having this machine with you. Next, I'm going to go ahead and say that the Simplex being that it's not multi-frequency, and that is at 12 kilohertz, the only thing you could really do with that is change your search mode option to like field or park 1, park 2, and then drop your sensitivity down a couple of bars. And yeah, you're still going to get static and squeaks and noises like that, but it's not nearly going to be as unusable as it was if you would have had it in full sensitivity. And so I'm going to put that in third. And then of course fourth, the Equinox, as beloved as this machine is by all, for it can find the most, and it does. And trust me, I want to bring this with me everywhere I go because it has found me the most jewelry. But it does have that Achilles heel. It sure as hell has a problem with EMI, man. And no matter when we did our channel frequency adjustment right out the gate, the old boop, 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 that didn't help it. And then when you went through the frequencies and tried running it in 4, 10, 15, when you tried doing all those modes, it didn't help it. When I ground balanced it, it didn't help it. So this is just one helpless detector, man, when it comes to EMI. But that's my wrap on it. So anyways, guys, that's it. That's all I have for you today. I tried to make the video short and sweet. Try to bring you out there and show you what these guys actually do side by side in real world situations. And you can see for yourself what it is that I see. So anyways, guys, if any of this information was useful to you and you got anything out of it, please leave a comment down below. I try to answer every one of them every single morning. And please give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll put together more content for you guys in my future videos. Thanks, guys. Have a good one.